Good morning, dear students of Inter First Year. I'd like to welcome all of you to my today's class on Unit 1, Lesson 2. You know, I have already conducted 3 classes on flowchart, and from these 3 classes, I hope that you have understood some key points about flowchart. Now, I'd like to start with comprehension, that is, at least start with passages from your English for Today book. And those who belong to Dhaka College are going to have your class test 1 soon. And for this class test 1, this class is very, very important. And those who don't belong to Dhaka College should feel that this class is also important for you, because the lesson that I am going to talk about today is really important for your examination. So, let us learn Unit 1, Lesson 2. It's about Nelson Mandela. Look at the slide. The name of the title is People or Institutions Making History. And the lesson number is 2, and it's about Nelson Mandela. Dear students, you know that for question number 1 of English first paper, there are given 2 types of questions. Question number A and question number B. Question number A is dependent on MCQ. On the other hand, question number B contains question answer. Question number A contains MCQ. There are actually 5 MCQs. Each of the MCQs contains 1 mark. So in total we have got 5 multiply 1 is equal to 5 marks. And for question number B, 5 multiplied 2 is equal to 10 marks. Total 15 marks. Today we will talk about 15 marks. At first, we have to learn the lesson clearly. And we have to learn the important and keywords of the passage. Then we have to understand the whole passage. If you can understand the whole passage after understanding the important words, I'm sure it will be easier for you to get 5 out of 5 in MCQs. And your good understanding of the passage will help you to write question answer part also. So dear students, at first I would like to make you understand the whole passage, and after reading the whole passage, I will give you a list of important words, and I will give you a list of important words as well as their synonyms. And I hope you are ready with your pens and scripts. I want you to write the important features of today's class. So my dear students, don't be upset if you don't understand me. Dear students, all of you are not equally talented or meritorious. If you feel really difficult, or what should I say, tough to understand me, please write in the comment box. If you have any kind of question or inquiry, please don't hesitate to ask me. You can have your question in the comment box, and I want all of you to make the comment box very suitable for learning. Don't destroy the environment of the comment box. You are requested to be very serious so that we can learn this lesson very effectively. So my dear students, let us learn the whole passage, and after learning we will get the questions. We will give you 2 types of question. One is MCQ, another is question answer. There are some sample questions on MCQ, and you will feel what type of questions will be given in your exam. And those who belong to Dhaka College, I'd like to give you a message. Today I will show you the format of questions from English first paper, from the passages of English for today. So dear students, let us start the passage. Look at the first paragraph. We are talking about Nelson Mandela. He is such a person who freed South Africa from the shackles of apartheid. That is, it was perhaps 1960s or 70s or 80s, when apartheid was a barrier or impediment for the people of South Africa, especially for the black people of South Africa. They are deprived from all sorts. They are deprived of all sorts of dignities, or you can say rights, because there was apartheid. This apartheid was removed by Nelson Mandela, and Nelson Mandela could materialize his dream to introduce multiracial democracy. Here multiracial democracy means the democracy in which all the political groups will be able to get themselves involved. In this, after Nelson Mandela got the power, after Nelson Mandela got the presidency of South Africa, the people of South Africa got their political emancipation. Actually, Nelson Mandela guided South Africa. That means Nelson Mandela guided South Africa from the shackles of apartheid to a multiracial democracy. What does it mean? It means Nelson Mandela freed South Africa from the impediment, from the barrier, from the bar of apartheid, and he introduced a multiracial democracy. He is a symbol of peace and reconciliation. Reconciliation to unite, you can say, on the basis of agreement. So he is a symbol of peace and reconciliation, and he embodied the struggle for justice around the world. Nelson Mandela doesn't belong to South Africa only. He belongs to the world's people. He belongs to the world's suppressed people. He belongs to the world's deprived people. That's how you can say he embodied the struggle. He embodied the movement for justice around the world. So dear students, this is all about first paragraph. Wait, there is another paragraph in this slide. Imprisoned for nearly 3 decades. Look at please. Imprisoned for nearly 3 decades for his fight against white minority rule. What is white minority rule? At that time, the white were the minor group here. At that time, the white people were the minor group, but they were dominating. They were in the ruling class. They were the ruling class. That's why there was white minority rule. Here, rule means domination. The minority, that means the white people were ruling the country. You can say the white people were ruling the black people. That's why we can say there was white minority domination or rule. But the white people were not fair. The white people were not transparent. The white people were not, what should I say? The white people were not in a sense honest at all. They were really unfair. They were really dishonest. They were really not in the favor of democracy. They tortured, they suppressed, they made the black people deprived of their rights and responsibilities. That's why Nelson Mandela, a prominent figure in the world stage, stood against white minority rule. Nelson Mandela stood against white minority rule. Why? Because the white people were not doing anything for the betterment of the country. There was division between the black people and the white people. That's why Nelson Mandela struggled. You can say Nelson Mandela took his position against white minority rule. That's why he was imprisoned. Look at please. Prison is a noun. What is the verb form of prison? Dear students, write in the comment box. What is the verb form of imprison? What is the verb form of imprison? Yes, the answer is sorry. So what is the verb form of imprison? What is the verb form of prison? It's imprison. This is one kind of format of questions for the students of Dhaka College for the upcoming class test 1. There will be this type of question, but it will be MCQ based. Suppose What is the verb form of the word prison? Option A, imprison. Option B, prisoned. Option C, imprisonment. Option D, imprisoned. Choose the best answer. This is one kind of format of question for your upcoming class test 1. So, what is the verb form of prison? The verb form of prison is imprison. What is the noun form of imprison? The noun form of imprison is imprisonment. And the past participle of imprison is imprisoned. Look it. Imprisoned for nearly 3 decades. What does nearly mean? Nearly mean, you can say about, you can say approximately, about, approximately, almost. So dear students, up to this part, we have got some synonyms of nearly, about, approximately, almost. And we have got some formats of parts of speech related to prison. Imprisoned for nearly 3 decades for his fight against white minority rule. Nelson Mandela was fighting against the white people. That's why he was imprisoned. And he had been imprisoned. Unfortunately, he had been in prison for about 30 years of his life. 30 years of his life, a man was imprisoned or had been imprisoned. But, I'm going to use a conjunction but he did not lose his hope. Look at the board, dear students. Dear students, a man named Mandela was imprisoned for about almost 3 decades. Decade means a duration of 10 years. That's why I can say he was in prison for about 30 years of his life. My question is, why was Nelson Mandela imprisoned? A simple answer is there. Nelson Mandela was imprisoned for his fight against white minority rule. For his fight against the ruling class. The ruling class belonged to the white people. Why did he fight against the white people? Because the white people made the black people, made South Africa such a place where discriminatory treatments were seen. There were discriminatory treatment in South Africa at that time. That's why Nelson Mandela stood against injustice created by the white people. But what did the white people do? They imprisoned Nelson Mandela for 30 years. But what did happen? Did Mandela lose his hope? Did Mandela lose his determination? Did Mandela lose his resolve? Look at, the word is there. Resolve. What does resolve mean? In Bengali, resolve means protigga. The synonym of resolve is, I can say, determination. So, the synonym of resolve is determination. Mandela did not lose determination because he was with a holy purpose. The purpose of his life was to make South Africa a place without any discriminatory treatment. He was imprisoned for 30 years, but he did not lose hope. He was still fighting for the people of South Africa. He was determined to bring down apartheid. look at the word determined, then bring down. He was determined to bring down. In Bengali, upre phela, nishchinno kora. You can say he was determined to uproot. He was determined to stamp out. He was determined. He was determined to uproot or stamp out apartheid. And he could do it. He was determined in removing, dispelling or eradicating apartheid. But while he was in target, while he was in target of removing apartheid, he was in tension because the white people and the black people both were to involve themselves in a conflict. That means there was a possibility of having civil war. But Nelson Mandela actually wanted a peaceful environment. He wanted negotiation. That's why Nelson Mandela was a very thoughtful person, mindful person. He was concerned about the situation of South Africa. He was demanding rights for the black people, but the white people were the ruling class. That's why there might be a conflict. There might have been a conflict between the white people and black people. But Nelson Mandela didn't want to have any kind of civil war. But he was determined to bring down apartheid. He had two qualities. Dear students, he had two qualities. Quality, the synonym of quality is virtue. The synonym of virtue, the antonym of virtue and quality is, you can say, vice. In Bengali, vice means dosh. The antonym of vice is quality, or you can say virtue. There were two qualities in the character of Nelson Mandela that you can easily notice. The first one is prestige, and the second one is charisma. Prestige, you can say dignity. The prestige, the synonym of prestige is dignity. The synonym of charisma, you can say an extraordinary quality. In Bengali, it's called Anonno Sadharan Pratibha. These two things, his prestige and charisma, actually impressed the people of the whole world. That's why the people of the whole world supported Nelson Mandela. The people of the whole world supported Nelson because of his prestige and charisma. So, my dear students, I think you have got me. You have got the first two paragraphs. We have got the role of Nelson Mandela in his life. We have got about the fight of Nelson Mandela. We have got the qualities of Nelson Mandela in these two paragraphs. Now, I'd like to move on to the next slide. Look at, this is very, very inspiring line. I hate race discrimination most intensely and in all its manifestations. I have fought it all during my life and I will fight it now and will do so until the end of my days. What does it mean? It means the determination of Nelson Mandela to the betterment, to the betterment of the people of South Africa, especially for the people of South Africa, especially for the black people of South Africa. He was against apartheid. I have already told you that. He was fighting. He told that he was fighting. He fought and he will be fighting. That is, he has used future tense, present tense and past tense. That means in his life he was always against apartheid. He didn't want any kind of discrimination. He didn't want any kind of discrimination. Look at the board. Discrimination, the word. The synonym of discrimination, you can say disparity. The synonym of disparity is inequality. These three are synonymous to each other. What is the antonym of discrimination, disparity, or inequality? The antonym of discrimination or disparity or inequality is, you can say, equality. So what kind of, there might be a question. Those who belong to Dhaka College, the students of inter first year belonging to Dhaka College are requested to understand me right now. You might have a question. You might get a question in your upcoming exam. What kind of parts of speech is the underlined word discrimination? The students, what type of parts of speech? What type of parts of speech is the underlined word? And what is the underlined word? The underlined word is discrimination. Write your answer in the comment box. What kind of parts of speech is discrimination? I'd like to have your answer, dear students. One has Habibur Rahman has written noun. Excellent. Shimanto Das noun. What are the other students? Why are you silent? Try to ensure your active participation. Your active participation is one kind of inspiration for us. Excellent. I have another question. What is the adjective form of discrimination? Dear students, what is the adjective form of discrimination? Write in the comment box. I'd like to have adjective form of discrimination. What is the adjective form of discrimination? Write down. Okay, I have got that discrimination is a noun, but I have another question. What is the adjective form of discrimination? I haven't got a single answer yet. No. Shohel Rana, yes, Rohan Hussain is absolutely correct. Rohan Hussain is absolutely correct. I am not willing to have synonym. I want the adjective form of discrimination. Shimanto Chaudhary, thank you. Jafar Ali, thank you. Okay, the adjective form of discrimination is discriminatory. Okay, the synonym of discrimination is disparity or inequality. The antonym of inequality or disparity or discrimination is equality. The adjective form of discrimination is discriminatory. Is it clear to you? Now let us move on to the slide. If you face any kind of trouble, please don't hesitate to ask me. I am really there for you. Nelson Mandela fought against apartheid or race discrimination. Nelson Mandela was against race discrimination throughout his life. Now look at South Africa was such a country where the black people were deprived of their rights in all respects. But in that South Africa, one black people became the president. How is it possible? Because the people of the whole world were in favor of Nelson Mandela. After the imprisonment of nearly 30 years, look at, it was 1994. It was 1994 when the leader of the whole world, Nelson Mandela, became the first black president. What does it mean? It means the people of South Africa, the black people of South Africa got political emancipation. Look at the line. Mandela said in his acceptance speech on becoming South Africa's first black president in 1994, the time for the healing of the wounds has come. What does it mean? It means the black people of South Africa got injury. The black people of South Africa were deprived of all sorts of dignities, or you can say rights. It's one kind of wound. The torture inflicted on the black people of South Africa was banished after Nelson Mandela had become the president of South Africa. The moment to bridge the chasms that divide us has come. Here, us means the black people and the white people. There was division between the black people and the white people. After becoming the president, Nelson Mandela wanted to reunite black people and white people. He didn't want to have any kind of division. He wanted to have unity. That's why Nelson Mandela is called a symbol of reconciliation. Nelson Mandela is called a symbol of reconciliation. We read it at the very first paragraph of our lesson. We have at last achieved our political emancipation. We have at last achieved our political emancipation. Dear students, at last. We have at last got our political emancipation. We need to talk about two words here. One is emancipation. Another is at last. Tell me, what kind of parts of speech is emancipation? What kind of parts of speech is emancipation? My dear students, belonging to Dhaka College and not belonging to Dhaka College. I know that there are some students who are with me from different corners of Bangladesh. I want everybody to participate in this virtual class. Again, now an excellent answer. Okay, we have one guest here, Mansura Pali, one guest here, Sadman Sadi, thank you. My another question, dear students, listen to me what I say. Can you please give me a synonym for emancipation? Can you please give me a synonym for emancipation, dear students? Who can give me a synonym for emancipation? Write your answer. I'm waiting for you. Write down please. Yes, thank you, Sadi. Thank you, Riaz. A special thank goes to Niladri. Thank you. All of you are writing well. There are some other answers. Excellent. Here, emancipation means freedom. Excellent answer. My another question for you. We have at last got our political emancipation. I think at last is a phrase. At last is a phrase. Dear students, at last is a phrase. My question is, what type of phrase is at last? What type of phrase? Tell me. I'd like to know. No. Yes, tell me, what type of phrase is at last? Okay. Some of you are writing the correct answer while some of you are not. next slide. Okay, thank you. We have at last achieved our political emancipation. Look at please. We are talking about the identification of a phrase related to at last. What type of phrase is at last? Look at please. Here, at last is a phrase which modifies achieve. We can say we have achieved our political emancipation at last. Here I can use at last also. So I can say at last is such a phrase which modifies achieve. What kind of parts of speech each achieve? Write down. Write your answer in the comment box. What type of parts of speech is achieve here? Dear students, what type of parts of speech is achieve here? Achieve. Yes, Sinanuddin, thank you. Achieve is a verb. What type of parts of speech is achieve? It's verb. Can you please tell me the noun form of achieve? Where is the noun form of achieve? What is the noun form of achieve? I want everybody to participate in this class. Achieve verb, I have got it, but tell me the noun form of achieve. Yes, excellent answer. I need more answer from you. Yes, excellent. The noun form of achieve is achievement. Very good. Here, look at the sentence. We have at last achieved our political emancipation. Here, at last modifies achieve. Achieve is a verb. If any parts of speech modifies verb, definitely it will be adverb. At the same time, similarly I can say if any phrase modifies a verb, it will be adverbial phrase. I'm going to repeat. If any parts of speech modifies a verb, definitely it will be adverb. Similarly, if any phrase modifies a verb, this phrase will be termed as adverbial phrase. You are absolutely correct. So Nelson Mandela got political emancipation. So by virtue of Nelson Mandela, I can say by virtue of Nelson Mandela, I can say by virtue of Nelson Mandela, the black people of South Africa achieved political emancipation. Look at his another achievement. In 1993, Mandela was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize, an honor he shared with F.W. de Klerk, the white African leader who had freed him from prison 3 years earlier and negotiated the end of apartheid. We need to focus on some issue. 1993, Nobel Peace Prize, F.W. de Klerk, 1990. Okay, look at. In this para, we have got 1993. 1993 is important. 1993 is important in this passage because in 1993, Nelson Mandela was awarded Nobel Peace Prize. So I can say Nelson Mandela was awarded Nobel Peace Prize, and after 1 year he became the black president of South Africa, first black president of South Africa. So there is a relation between 1993 and Nobel Peace Prize. Nelson Mandela was awarded Nobel Peace Prize in 1993. F.W. de Klerk, this name is also important because F.W. de Klerk was such a person who freed Nelson Mandela. That's why you can say he played a prominent role. F.W. de Klerk played a prominent role in the life of Nelson Mandela because he freed Nelson Mandela from prison in 1990. So 1990, 1993, 1994. 1990, Nelson Mandela, what should I say? Nelson Mandela became free from prison in 1993. After 3 years, he first became the black president of South Africa, and in 1994, he was awarded at first Nobel Prize, then president, and here he became free from prison. So 1990 he became free from prison, 1993 he was awarded Nobel Prize, 1994 he became the first black president. And these two people, Nelson Mandela and F.W. de Klerk, these two people, this Nelson Mandela belonged to the black people. Actually, Nelson Mandela didn't belong to the black people. Actually, Nelson Mandela belonged to the people of South Africa, and F.W. de Klerk was a white African leader. These two persons, these two individuals. What is the synonym of person? What is the synonym of person, dear student? What is the synonym of person? Can I say? What is the synonym of person? What is the synonym of person? The synonym of person is dear students, this is an important class for the students, for not only for the students of Dhaka College but also for the students of other institutions of Bangladesh. This class, I am sure this class will be joined by some other participants from all over Bangladesh. So I want you, dear students, I want you not to destroy the environment of the comment box, because it's a big platform for your learning. Okay, be serious in terms of learning. So the synonym of person is individual. Okay, now I'd like to move on to the next page or next slide. Look at please. These are the important words for you, and you are requested to write down the words. My dear students, those who are with me right now are requested to write down the words. And memorize them right now. I have given 12 words and their synonyms. Write down, and while you are writing, try to write down the Bengali meaning. At the same time, you are requested to write down the parts of speech of every words here. I will help you. Today I will talk about this page, and after talking about, I will come to an end for today. I will start with MCQ and question answer. MCQ and question answer in our upcoming class. Today I will complete up to this part. Okay, that is, I will complete up to vocabulary part, and after completing vocabulary, I will stop here, and I would request you to understand the passage again. That means I would like to request you I would like to request you to read the passage again. I want you to understand or memorize the words along with their synonyms, and in my next class I will tell you, I will show you sample MCQs suitable for your exam. The students of Dhaka College will be benefited, okay, because this will be beneficial to your upcoming exam. So dear students, let us illustrate the passage. The first one is shackle. The first one is shackle. Look at the first one is shackle. In Bengali, it's called protibandhakata, shikal. The students write every word in your answer scripts in your copy. Shackle is a noun. Shackle is a noun. The synonyms for shackles are barrier, bar, obstacle or impediment. Okay. The synonyms for shackle are barrier, bar, obstacle, impediment. Shackle is a noun. Next one, apartheid. Apartheid, what kind of person species is apartheid? Dear students, what kind of person species is apartheid? It's a noun. I have written two synonyms for apartheid, segregation and separation. The third word is emancipation. Emancipation, it's also noun. In Bengali it's called mukti. One student has asked me a question, when will our exam be held? It will be held in a short time. Okay. Emancipation is a noun. The synonyms of emancipation are independence, liberty, freedom. Those who want to have your next class, you are requested to visit the page of Dhaka College. The routine will be there. Dear students, I would like to share one thing with you. Look at. Dear students, 2 days have been distributed for you. English class will be held. English class will be held on Saturday and Wednesday. Saturday and Wednesday. Okay. In these 2 days, you will get 2 classes from us. On Saturday and Wednesday, English class will be held. Every week, you will have 2 classes. Our next word, icon. Icon is also a noun. And what is the synonym of icon? You can say symbol. Racial. Racial. What kind of participant is racial? Racial is a adjective. The noun form of racial is race. The noun form of racial is race. The next one is embody. Here embody is a verb. Embody is a verb. The synonym of embody is express or incorporate. Express or incorporate. Word number 7 is really important for your exam. The students, word number 7 is really important for you. Resolve. Resolve means in Bengali okay. In Bengali it's called protigga, sankalpa. There are 3 synonyms for resolve: vow, will and determination. Vow, will and determination. And the next one, charisma. In Bengali it's called ononno sadharon pratibha. There are 2 synonyms for charisma, and that is glamour and captivation. Next 10, prestige. Charisma is a noun, resolve is a verb. Resolve is a verb or a noun. In this passage, resolve is a verb. Dear students, verb or noun? Look at in this passage, resolve is a noun because we have used resolve after possessive form, and after possessive form noun is used. Then prestige. Here prestige means in Bengali khati. There are three words: fame, reputation, renown. I have talked about discrimination. I don't want to talk about. And the last one is manifestation. You can say prokash, exposition, expression, exposure. These words are not only important for your first paper, these are also important for your second paper, because at question number 11 of second paper, there are 5 marks distributed for vocabulary. You have to write 10 synonyms or antonyms. For this you will get 5 marks. So try to enrich your vocabulary from right now. I have given 12 words along with their synonyms. I want you to memorize these words again and again, and after memorizing these words, you are requested to go through or read the passage again. In my next class, I will talk about MCQs and question answer related to the passage of Nelson Mandela. Dear students, okay, dear students, in the meanwhile, we have talked about some portion of the passage related to Nelson Mandela, and we have got some important synonyms of the important words related to this passage. In my next class, I will talk about the MCQs and question answer related to the passage of Nelson Mandela, and after completing Nelson Mandela, we will start the unforgettable history. We will start the passage or the lesson related to the history speech on 7th March. So dear students, those who are with me are being congratulated or thanked by me. I'd like to thank all of you who are with me, or you can say are with me. So I don't want to continue right now. I want you to read the passage or memorize the words again and again. I'm sure you will get the inner message of the passage. So my dear students, this is all for today. I'd like to invite you to my next class that will be held on next Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. The next class will be held on next Wednesday by me. There will be 2 classes. One will be held on Saturday, another will be held on Wednesday. The Saturday class will be conducted by our chairperson, that is, you can say, chairman of English department, Professor Puranjoy Biswas. Professor Puranjoy Biswas sir will conduct the class on Saturday, and I Rajiv Roy will conduct my class on Wednesday. So I would like to invite all of you to participate in these upcoming virtual classes. So this is all for today. I'd like to bid you goodbye. Thank you.